Another thing from a digital Google positioning standpoint, well, SEO with keywords, that's an expensive long-term proposition. But do you know that when people speak about you, Adam Strong, people will Google your name and maybe your name and the name of your business. What do they find when they Google your name? Now this is Google positioning.
This is the Game Changers Experience. Deep dive conversations with leading business disruptors, Olympic athletes, celebrities, entrepreneurs, and influencers from around the world. This show will teach you insights about the winning principles in mindset, productivity, marketing, branding, entrepreneurship, business strategy, and more. Hosted by productivity authority, business strategist, former elite athlete, author, and public speaker, Adam Strong.
Positioning, because we talked a little bit about positioning at the beginning, but what really is positioning? I mean, it's very generic, isn't it? It's very generic. I guess that we have a lot of mixed perceptions about what is and what isn't positioning. But what is positioning, and what are the benefits of leveraging positioning to essentially grow your brand and your business?
Well, in academia, in marketing, academics, positioning is one of the 4 P's: product, price, place, and positioning.
Right.
Positioning is what someone thinks of you and your brand in their own mind, in the mind of the consumer. So it's not like pretty logo, a nice website. It's that mental picture. It's that feeling, right? So when you're thinking of authority positioning or marketing positioning, you have to get in the mind of that consumer and what stories do they tell themselves about the problems they have, so that then the story about your brand and the solutions you provide is a perfect match. So think about that from the positioning standpoint. Well, whatever business you're in, attorney, chiropractor, doesn't matter, you've got competitors. So now how do you rise above the rest? Now you have to be seen as that expert authority with that authority positioning, because you got to do the teaching, the content, but from an authoritative standpoint, right? Hey, I just shot a video today, how to get your content featured on TED.com. Hey, I'll bet you that's a lot more authoritative than throwing it up on your WordPress blog post. So I think from that positioning standpoint, that's huge. Another thing from a digital Google positioning standpoint, well, SEO with keywords, that's an expensive long-term proposition. But do you know that when people speak about you, Adam Strong, people will Google your name and maybe your name and the name of your business. What do they find when they Google your name? Now this is Google positioning. So when that happens, they're going to see your website, your LinkedIn, your social. Okay, right, of course. And they know your website is your sales mechanism. So they're not really going to go there right off. And they might be looking at some reviews. So from an authoritative social proof standpoint, you better have good reviews. But if you can, and when you can have your teaching authoritative content marketing indexed on Google, page 1, when they Google your name. And now they go, oh, a podcast interview. Oh, mentioned in the media. Oh, interesting. Oh, book. Oh, now that authority positioning is like that breadcrumb trail, guiding people to you, teaching them along the way, and you're not being pushy.
Love it. Very cool. It's interesting because we're kind of going into the whole kind of personal branding side of stuff, because one of the things that I suppose see right now in terms of what people are looking for in 2020 and moving into 2021 more specifically is, looking at personal brands, but more importantly, who are the go-to guys, who are the go-to experts? Because, if you are positioned and you've got a good, strong personal brand, then there's trust, there's credibility, right? There's the relationship and the connection and the entwinement between you and the prospect, I guess. Any tips for some of our listeners about how is it that they can elevate their personal brand, not just from a positioning perspective, but any tips and strategies about how they can elevate their personal brand?
Yeah, and I think branding, immediately people think of logo and all that. Well, when you think about your personal brand, that's the first place, in my opinion, to start. Mm-hmm. Because, if you think about Craigslist, the website Craigslist, or if I said to you, oh, email me at MikeSaunders@AOL.com, you'd go, really? So there's these little things that people go, I don't know. Their website looks trashy. They use AOL or Gmail. Don't ever have people email you at whatever, at gmail.com. Get G Suite and connect it up so that it's, whatever, your business name. So I would say you start at the surface things that people see from the outside looking in, and your foundation has to be there. You have to be credible and teach and all those things we mentioned. But I would get a appointment with a photographer, and I would get a nice photo shoot going, get some nice headshots, full body shots, get your logo spruced up, get your website spruced up, so that when you do go out there and you teach, hey, look at this authoritative content, and they go to your website and they're like, oh, so it's gotta match. They've got to go to your website and see, ooh, okay, that's pretty cool. And oh, that thing they mentioned and taught on, that's pretty, and it's a nice synergy.
Hey guys, I just want to say thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I would love to hear from you guys. Please do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and click on the notification bell button below so that you don't miss out on some of the episodes that we've got coming up. Also, please make a comment in the comment section below. We are reaching out to some of our listeners so that we can get an understanding about how we can personalize some of the great content that we've got coming out based on your needs and aspirations. My other word of advice as well is to go to our amazing Facebook community where you can meet other creative entrepreneurs and business owners. Introduce yourself, say hi, mention about some of the amazing breakthroughs that you're getting through some of the episodes, and network, right? Grow your business. You are with who you become with the 5 most common people you hang around with. So listen, guys, hope you enjoyed today's episode. We'll see you on the next episode. Take care and see you soon. Bye-bye.